I'm going to slow down the highest peak of the ramp because it's really fluttering real fast right now, so the horn is spinning as fast as it can. So this pedal allows you to slow that down at its highest peak. So I'm going to slow it down. This is what it sounds like when you engage the drive. So once again, here's clean. And this is with the drive engaged, and then I'll fiddle with buttons here, and you can see how much drive. This is pretty intuitive as it gives you drive level and drive amount, so you can add as much distortion you want, like on one of your drive boxes on your pedal board, and then you can blend that sound up against this clean sound. So drive level, drive amount, okay? You can hear it gets really, really gnarly. It starts really whipping, and then you got all that, just distortion, just nailing the crap out of it. So it also has what's called mic placement on it, and then that's what soundmen did on these things to kind of to figure out how they want that to sound in the mix. Maybe you want more of the horn mixture, maybe you don't want it to be so harsh on the horn, so it gives you more bass or more treble depending on how close that the mic is to the horn. So some of these pedals have mic placement on them, and I've talked to soundmen that mic B3s all the time, and obviously that's a big thing for them on placement of mic, on how to mic a Leslie cabinet, because it's not anything that's traditional, that's for sure. So I'll turn the drive amount off. And then I'm going to engage a little bit of drive on my pedal board because in Stevie Ray Vaughan's application, he would have been driving his Fenders. They're going to be out there turned up to like maybe 9 or 10 or whatever he turned them up to. Me adding some drive on my pedal board. A little bit of overdrive to it, and then this would have been the application on how he would have used that, and in some sort. I'm not exactly sure on his speed, but it sounded something like this. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at ring modulator. Ring modulator can be a quirky little effect, definitely used for a special, and maybe raises eyebrows and a little bit of a chuckle on the side because it's a very off-the-wall kind of sounding effect. But anyway, this is what a ring modulator sounds like when it's pure in your signal before we start dividing it out. So we have this. All right, so we're able to take the original note and then put the affected note against it and causing dissonance. So I'm going to show you how you can dial a frequency kind of into more of a unison, and it starts cleaning it up a little bit. But I haven't really heard it used in that context, but that's what you're really doing as part of one of the parameter adjustments in a ring modulator. So here's what that sounds like when I start matching frequency back up to original signal. Very odd indeed. So anyway, we're going to use an example on way back a gazillion years ago with Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi actually used a non-affected amplifier and then ran a modulator through another amplifier, so you'll be able to split these in stereo and hear one blended to the other. So I'll turn my other amp back up, and then I'll give you an example of just a little piece in the spirit of the solo that he played on Paranoid, just a pentatonic little easy run that'll kind of emulate what he did and on the record from the Paranoid record, I believe in '68. Very odd indeed. Okay, so here's in the spirit of something that Tony might have played.